Welcome to Sikbaggers YouTube channel. I'm Steve and today I'm going to be showing you how to get this beautiful Vision X headlight installed into your Street Glide motorcycle, and I'll be covering the differences between the ones I have now and the stock halogen and why this is one of those must-have upgrades. Now before I get started guys, the Vision X headlight can be found on Ciro3D.com. I'll put the links down in the description to this exact headlight for the Street Glide. So the first thing I want to talk about is this stock headlight that comes on the Street Glides, guys. A 7-inch round. It's we're all pretty familiar with this headlight. Two different outdated bulbs here. This is very outdated technology, and it still blows my mind to this day that these expensive motorcycles are still rolling off the line with stuff like this installed. LED technology has came a long way, and it's been really good for quite a while. So for us to pay the kind of money we're paying for these bikes and get stuff like this, it's a little frustrating, but I'm happy that there's companies out there like Ciro3D that are taking care of us and providing us with a better upgrade than actually what Harley sells, and a little cheaper, to be honest with you. So it's no big secret in the Harley world that you get these stock touring motorcycles or any of the Harley motorcycles, and there's a list of things that I've compiled as the top 5 things that super suck about stock Harleys, and the lighting is the #1 on my list. Right after we got the motorcycle, probably 4 years ago, I upgraded to a cheapo kind of knockoff Daymaker headlight. You guys have seen them. I see it all the time in these forums, guys, where, well, what do you think about this $50 Amazon headlight? And the guys will say, well, I bought it and I'm happy with it. It's a great headlight. It's not a great headlight. It's just an upgrade to what you had. It's just better than what came on the bike. If you ever really put a great headlight in your motorcycle, you will know the difference immediately. I've ran that $50, $60 headlight in my bike and I've never been happy with it. If somebody asked me if it was better than the stock one, sure, yeah, it is. Is it a great headlight? Absolutely not. So if you go on Harley Davidson, which is kind of what they want you to do to upgrade, you're talking a little bit, I think it's around 500, maybe a little bit more for that Daymaker headlight. It's an okay headlight. Once again, it's better than the cheapo LEDs, and it's definitely better than what comes on the bike, but it's also, in my opinion, way overpriced. So today we're going to be installing the Vision X. This is the VX series. Like I said, it's a 7-inch round. For the Street Glides, it does come in a single headlight kit. For the Road Glides, it does come in a double headlight kit. I'm actually going to get up here and get a little personal with you guys, but I want to show you this headlight. Of course, normal sealed headlight in the back, heat sinks, single wire, little white wire here, that's for your halo. We'll go over that too. These two down here are your high beams. This is your low beam, and if I tilt this, hopefully you can see right down in there, there's an LED, and it actually fires down. It's called a reflector style, so it's firing down onto this reflector, which goes out. And these two lights, if I can get that a little bit closer, you can see there's a little bit of a lens there built onto those two side lights. And what those two side lights do is actually fill in. So like you've got this low beam on and you've got a nice cutoff line, so you're not blinding the oncoming traffic. And then this down here kind of fills in the bottom just a little bit, so it's just an added little bit of light too there, and it does have the white integrated halo on the outside. Of course, the light is DOT approved, so you don't have to worry about that, but the big kicker here, guys, lifetime warranty. Man, like I've said in the last videos, lifetime warranty, guys, that's a no-brainer right there. You can get this headlight in chrome and you can get it in black. One other thing we need to discuss real quick before the install, the adapter. You get this adapter and you get the one that's made for your bike. So if you go over to Ciro3D.com, make sure you hit that fitment tab. It'll show you the adapter that goes to your bike. Hey, I just want to take a quick second to tell everybody thank you for subscribing to the channel and checking out our videos. Guys, the channel's growing like crazy and we appreciate the hell out of it. Always free videos all of the time. We don't charge you for videos. We don't do Patreon. We don't ask for donations. None of that stuff. Always free videos all the time. Maintenance, how-tos, product reviews, all that stuff is on our channel. If you haven't already, check out the whole channel. A plethora of bagger related videos on there. You can also find Sikbaggers over on Instagram and on Facebook. If you check us out over on Facebook, you can get a hold of some bagger swag. We do the t-shirts over on the Facebook side. We do a pre-order a couple of times a year. We get everybody's t-shirts out. So find SIK Baggers over on Facebook, ask to join, and we'll get you hooked up. Back to the video. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and get the fender covered up in case we drop anything. Probably a little stubby Phillips screwdriver will work best for you. That's what I use. So you've got a Phillips head screw right here in the bottom, and this goes in at kind of an angle. So watch how that comes out, because that's going to go back in there the exact same way. You are going to set that screw off to the side. Once you have the beauty ring screw loose, you can pry on the bottom and kind of twist and turn a little bit till that pops off. Now from here, you need to be very careful which one of these screws that you take out. Phillips head screwdriver again to take this ring off here. This ring sandwiches the headlight into the adjustment ring. So we'll go ahead and start taking the 3 Phillips screw heads out. That's just going to remove that ring. Once that ring is off, this headlight will come out. So be very careful that you don't just let it fall. And once I have the ring out, I'm going to set those 3 screws off to the side. So we will be reusing those to put all this back together. Now your headlight assembly is loose. You can just kind of wiggle it and pull it out. If you're already running an LED headlight, you're going to have this single wire thing again, and here's the adapter. But I'm going to put it back to stock so you guys can see real quick in case you're just replacing your stock headlight. So if you're running your stock headlight and you pull it out, this is what you're going to see. The 2 bulbs, 2 wires going into one. You want to unclip that harness right there. Go ahead and get that out of the way. So that's where the adapter is going to come into play. So now you've got the Harley Davidson plug that goes in here. So we'll go ahead and hook that up. Just simply snap that in, make sure that it's all the way in. So that's nice and watertight with that rubber seal. I'm going to take that white wire, just put it off to the side. This one now matches your headlight. So from here, the last thing we have to do is hook the halo positive to the white wire on our Delphi adapter. This is going to bridge these 2 wires and make the halo ring work on the outside. So if we look at the provided clamshell, you can see on the end right here, it's open, and that's where that male end is going to go. It's going to poke right down in there. It's going to go into that, and then the other white wire from our adapter will get clamshelled right there. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and clamshell it onto my wire. I just line the wire right up with that crease in there. I'm going to close it the best I can with my fingers, and then go ahead and take a pair of pliers and squeeze that down. Now it's locked on there, guys. Very easy. It's got a really good lock on it, so you're going to know when you have that in. So remember the side I just showed you with the open, that's your female end. This is your male end. You just simply plug it in. Now before I put this back together, guys, a good time to show you, especially if you've never had this assembly apart before, what we were talking about, that trim ring that holds that light in with the Phillips head screws and these 3 holes. They're actually attached to the same bracket with the Allen head bolts. And right now is a good time to look behind there and see that there is a spring behind those Allen head bolts. That's for the adjustment on your headlight. So you've got right, left, and this one up here provides your up and down. So basically, if you didn't touch those screws, like I said in the beginning of the video, don't take those out. As long as you didn't touch those, you shouldn't have to do any adjustment with this headlight. You just replace the headlight. So on the back of this headlight here, guys, you have 3 tabs. And these tabs line up with these little notches right here in your adjustment ring. Line those little tabs up with the notches on the adjustment ring and set it in there just like that. You want to get your ring to hold that headlight back in. You're going to line that up just like that. And the tricky part, holding the screw on a screwdriver until you get this started. Go ahead and get the other side started so I can just kind of let go of the headlight. When we get ready to install the beauty ring, we want to make sure that the outside, this rubber gasket has like kind of a lip on it. So we want to make sure that part of that's to the outside right there, just like that. So what I like to do to get this on is just kind of don't put it right set where that hole goes. You want to turn to that. So put the beauty ring on, and then you can kind of twist it and you'll feel everything get tight. But what you want to eventually do is line that hole up with that bracket and get that screw back in there. Sometimes you get it the first time, and sometimes you got to mess with it a little bit. Like I said, it does go in at an angle. It doesn't go straight up and down. So right there, got that one in pretty easy. So that's pretty much it on the install. So this is probably about 15 feet away. It's pouring down rain outside. I can't get my bike out there to show you how far this actually shoots, but you can see this nice, clean, bright white line. I don't have really a big enough area to show you how far this thing goes off the sides of the road, but trust me, it's wrapping all the way around the edges of the garage here. And but I just wanted to show you the 5500K bright white light. It's nice, clean cutoff line, real good throw off to the right and left. You've still got some nice arch up here, and this is lighting up the whole floor right here. So there, right there is just the low beam. And if you add those two filler lights in at the bottom, if I move that away, you can actually see before my camera starts to adjust, you can see how much light those two bulbs actually put out. So you guys have watched any of my videos in the past, you guys know that I like saving money. I like trying to help you guys save money. I do the research, I do the videos for you. That way you can make an informed decision on some of these products. And you know, in some of my videos that I've showed you before too, that there's certain things out there that you're just gonna have to spend the money on if you want a great product. It's just one of those things that you can't cheap out on. You're not gonna get the quality. If you watch any 7-inch round headlight reviews, like I said, there's a ton of them on YouTube. Watch them. They actually compare those cheapo LEDs like that I had in there with 7-inch round headlights like this. So make sure you do your homework, guys. Don't just cheap out like I did and get that one. That's kind of the moral of the story here. Definitely upgrade from the stock one that you have, that old brown dingy headlight. That thing is junk, man. Get you a nice bright white LED light that actually lights up the areas where you need to see and doesn't just floodlight the road and blind oncoming traffic. So if you want to get your hands on one of these headlights, guys, just click the link down below. It'll take you straight to the website, take you right to the product. Make sure that you click the fitment tab. Make sure that you find your bike in there and whether or not you need an adapter. So while you're over there, make sure you check out Ciro3D.com's website, guys. They got a ton of parts on there, not just the LED stuff, but a ton of other stuff that you can look at. So check out the YouTube channel down below, guys. We have a Ciro playlist with a bunch of different parts that we have on the 2014 Street Glide build back here. Great parts from Ciro. Everything we've got from them has been amazing. Great people over there at Ciro. So check them out down below. I'm going to get out of here and get my butt back to work. And until the next video, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze.